What is going on, First Descendants? Boy, do we have some exciting news. I wish we had exciting news on the actual release date of the game. We still don't know, but as soon as we find out, this is going to be the first channel you're going to hear from. We still got summer 2024 down the line. Now, the release date of the beta, which everybody is anticipating, we still don't know the actual release date, but I think it's going to be coming very, very soon. I'm expecting something around June. That is my prediction, but as soon as we get some information on that, I will let you know. Guys, there are some awesome rewards if you did play the previous beta that I'm going to share with you guys right here. That if you did play, I want to know in the comment section down below, did you get both of them or did you get one? The first one, of course, is the hamster inside the wheel, running up and down the wheel. I think it looks pretty dope. And then the second one is the little koala bear with the soda. It reminds me of the Coke bear. And the big question is, moving into the new beta, I expect we're going to be getting a brand new reward as well. So make sure you guys get ready for, whatever assignment we need to complete in order to get that reward for when the game gets released, we could actually flex on people. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the brand new things we got and the new information we got in the First Descendant, because I want to keep you guys up to date. And as we get closer to the release date of the game and the beta, we're going to be getting a lot more news. So I just want to make sure you guys stay informed. And if you guys are excited as much as I am for the First Descendant, hit that like button and let's jump right into it. So one of the first things we got and they wanted to address is this brand new system that's coming into the game called Loadouts. So if you played the beta, you know that there wasn't any loadouts in the first gen beta. But in the new beta, we're going to be getting access to this loadout slots. And these loadout slots are actually pretty good. And they went ahead and did a little FAQ, kind of letting us know when we'll get access to it and how we're going to be able to use it. So the first one is, how many preset slots in loadouts will be available at start? So when you start playing the game, you are going to get access to one preset slot right off the bat. So you don't have to unlock it. It's just going to automatically be unlocked for you guys. And you guys should be good to go. Now, you will be able to get more loadout more loadout slots as you progress. So this says, as you do mastery rank rises, so as you basically get your mastery rank increased with your Descendant, you're going to be getting more slots. So basically, right now we don't know if it's going to be 20, 25, or every 5 or every 10. Of course, once we get that information, I'll let you guys know. But at least we know how to increase the amount of slots we're able to carry. Now, I don't know if these slots are going to be carrying over. So, for example, let's say you're running one Descendant, you level up his master rank, and then you switch Descendants. Do you keep those loadouts, or are those loadouts going to have to be remastered and unlocked again? We don't know, but that's a very interesting question. I want to know from your guys' opinion. What do you guys think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to be per character, or do you think it's going to be per account? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, so they did state this, and I don't know if it's contradicting the first statement or the second statement, because it says for weapon and Descendant loadout, there will be a total of 3 slots, all available regardless of your mastery rank. So I don't know if it, like the question I asked you guys, I don't know if that's going to auto unlock once you master rank 1 Descendant, and then everybody's going to be able to get it. It seems like that's the way it's going to work. But it's very contradicting in the way they stated that. So, I kind of want to know your guys' feedback on what you guys think that actually means. Now, they are asking, the other question they wanted to address is when you're going to be able to switch these loadouts. So let's say, you're playing and you're like, well, man, this is not really working for me. I want to switch that loadout. Can you switch this while you're in combat? And the way they answered this, it says, basically, to be in combat, it means that you're being attacked by an enemy. So if you're engaging in a battle, you're getting attacked by an enemy, you cannot change your loadout during combat. Okay, so if you're fighting someone and you're getting shot at, you won't be able to change your loadout, but you could change your loadout. In order to be able to change it, you got to be out of combat. What does that exactly mean? It simply means to escape the battle, and it will take only a few seconds to be free to switch your loadout. So basically, just if you're getting shot at, or you're getting meleeed, or you're getting attacked, you won't be able to change your loadout. But if you get out of combat, which they say it takes a few seconds to be out of combat, you will be able to change your loadout if you need to, which is actually pretty decent. Okay, so next thing we got is one thing a lot of people were asking about, the auto recommendation, because as you guys know, this game is very complex, especially when it comes to making builds. There is a lot of integral parts that play a specific role when it comes to the game and doing a lot of damage. And a lot of things that people were asking is there a auto recommend equipment for the reactor and the modules on the weapons and the Descendants? If that's the case, is there a filter to show only the modules that will fit a certain weapon or that will fit a first Descendant? So they asked it and said, for module auto equip, the dev team is currently contemplating various improvement directions. We intend to share that progress and outcomes later. So if you recall, during the beta, we did have access to this particular option, but it was like a hit and miss. You know, it wasn't like solid. Now, they said that they're going to be working on that, and I can't wait to see those improvements. Now, as part for the filter, they said that there are going to be able to have a filter system where you will be able to select only the modules that fit that Descendant or that weapon. In addition, you can also do a search by module. For example, when you enter a range, when you enter the word range, it supports filters to view all the modules related to expanding skill effects when it comes to range. So the search feature was actually very good in the game. I used it quite often, especially when finding stuff that worked. So they said that they are going to be, that's going to be moving forward. So that's going to be very helpful. Of course, we'll have proper builds for every Descendant here on the channel, so you guys really won't need this feature. But it's always good to have to, kind of twinkle around and move things around. Now, the last thing they wanted to address is, can you auto sell and auto dismantle items on equipment right as you obtain it? Now, this is a feature I really want to see implemented, and I hope you guys can get behind me. So if you guys hit that likes and we get a lot of comments, that maybe this video could get more traction, because I think this feature needs to be implemented before we get the game. Because their answer, I like it, but I think this feature needs to be added. So they said there is no function that will auto sell or auto dismantle items or equipment right away at the point you obtain it. But we improved the junk function to make it selling and dismantling easier. When selecting junk items, you can also determine the grade, level, and enhancement status for weapons, reactors, and items separately. Furthermore, we have improved the UX to prevent accidental selling or dismantling high-value items. Now, I like that fact. I like the fact that I could go in there and see what I want to sell. But I feel like, for example, when you get to the higher levels, and I mean, if you played any like loot and shooter, this does become a big factor, at least for me personally. You start playing the game and you start collecting these blue items, these green items, these white items when you're already super high level, and you really you don't have use for them. So I feel like a auto dismantle feature should be in play where you could select what you want to dismantle. So like, I only want to dismantle whites. I only want to dismantle greens. That way you don't have to be scrolling through all this junk that gets piled into your system and have to deal with that. So I want to know from you guys if you feel this feature needs to be added. If it does, hit that like button. But the most important thing you can do is share this video. If we get a lot of traction, I can contact the dev and say, the community really wants this feature to be added. Can we get a reply? Can we get a response? If this will be implemented when the game gets released. So we're going to need the community to rally around this one to be able to get this some traction. So hopefully you guys are enjoying our first Descendant content. Hopefully you guys are excited for the game. If you are, hit that like button. I will have you completely covered with everything the first Descendant as soon as it releases. So make sure you keep it locked in this channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.